Merry meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. This is a general reading for all signs for April 16th, 2023. If you're watching this on YouTube on a restream, you can always skip through the shuffling by looking at the what are they called? Chapters in the video description. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Brandy and the lovely Rachel, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you everybody for joining us today for this general reading for all signs. I'm reading with the Marseille Cat Tarot today. Let's purify with this beautiful Agua de Colonia Concentrada by Alvarez Gomez, using as American of an accent as I can there. And I use that instead of smudging. You can find information about both of these products in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. I don't read with card reversals, so you're going to see me flipping those cards right side up. It's just how I like to read. All is well, I promise. You know, this reading does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just don't worry about it. It may not be meant for you. In that case, disregard the reading and check out instead the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find the most recent replays of those readings on my website, arielscorner.com/zodiac. Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com/zodiac. Zodiac. Let's see, we have a shop at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. We list all the different tarot decks that I read with there, at least the ones that are in print. And those each have affiliate links associated with them, so we make a small, teeny commission off of each and every sale. So we do appreciate your support. Mostly we just appreciate that you're here with us today. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. You know, you can watch each and every one of our videos on Twitch without any of those pesky ads if you do just one thing, and that's subscribe to us on Twitch. So there you go. I'm going to shuffle this up 3 more times, and then we'll give it a nice clean cut and see what's going on with everybody today. This beautiful Sunday, April the 16th, 2023. All right, let's take a look here and see what is going on. We've got a Page of Wands, nice, an Ace of Wands, very nice, and a Four of Cups. So you're doing great. You're doing just wonderfully. Good for you. I like the green against the gray, and that worked out. Thanks for that, whoever was in charge of that up in the universe. Okay, the Wands here. You've had some, maybe some information, some inspiration, some ideas, some thoughts about your career, about your work, about projects, about creative things. You've been sort of getting some new, some new juice about it. And now is the time to go for it. Now is the time to really put it all into action, because there is so much of a fertility aspect to this. Look at this just bursting forth into manifestation. And this is a huge, huge, big deal for you. This is the beginning of a trend. And for most of you, it has to do with work. It has to do, or creative work, job, career, anything like that. Whatever that means to you, it's time for a big, giant beginning in, whenever I get the Ace of Wands, I know that your power is off the charts to make things happen in your chosen field, in your career, in your creative work. And it looks like you're about to make not only a difference in your career, but your career or whatever this work is going to make a big difference in a lot of lives. And you're probably going to touch people that you don't even realize, that you're going to change people for the better in ways that you don't realize. A lot of times we don't realize our own power. We just think, oh, I'm just me. And we don't realize how much of an influence we have, for good or for ill. And this is why, if you're one of those people that's a real downer all the time, realize that you're messing other people's lives up. It's not just you. You think you're in a vacuum. You're not. That stuff's contagious. But this is the opposite of that. What's contagious here is all of that creative work that you're you're doing, that you're pouring forth into something that's important to you, is having a huge impact on people that you're never going to understand. So it's really important that you stay true to whatever this is, and don't think of it as being something that's just for you. It's for all of us. The world gets better because of you. Now, this Four of Cups here is talking about how important it is for you to have a regular daily spiritual practice, something systematic, something that you do every day, and it doesn't have to always stay the same either. You can upgrade this. If your spiritual practice is getting stagnant, these cups don't want stagnant. They want fresh. They want new. They want something that you're vitally involved in, that makes you really happy to do it, and that you get a big charge out of every single day. But you got to do it every single day, because the more you can reconnect with that spiritual path, whatever you happen to be walking on, the more that is channeled into whatever this amazing energy is. And that Ace of Wands is one of my very, very favorite cards, because it is all powerful. So grab that wand. You grab your wand and you start waving it in very, very important ways. And don't wave it arbitrarily. Watch your attitude. Watch what you think. Watch what you feel, because you're not only affecting yourself. Stop thinking that you have big private thoughts. You don't. What you do affects a lot of people. So you're being entrusted with a lot of power. And when the universe gives you this magic wand, the universe is counting on you to use it responsibly. And that means get your thoughts in order and keep your attitude in check. And you do that by a daily spiritual practice. Stop thinking about yourself only. You know what I mean? It's not just you. So when you're having a bad day or a good day, it affects everybody. So you gotta realize that. And if you're always bemoaning how horrible the world is and things like that, well, you better make sure that your side of the street is clean before you start bemoaning that, and realize how much power you have to turn things around for the better. This is a very positive reading. The reason I'm coming in on that attitude thing is it's really easy for the ego to get a hold of that and say, oh, well, and use that power in a negative way. You don't want the ego to do that. You want to stay very true to your spiritual path, very enthusiastic about this wonderful work that you're doing. And all of these new ideas that you've been getting, or suggestions that you've been getting, wherever that info has been coming from, really putting it to use and making it happen. Ooh, nice. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Coins. Two of Swords. Okay, the Two of Swords loves the Four of Cups. They are very, very joined at the hip, because the Two of Swords is my favorite too, because it takes the impatience of number two and does something about it. It actually does something about it. The Two of Swords is meditation and focus and really getting a mastery over your mind. And that's part of what's going on with this spiritual practice. So make sure that there's some sort of meditational work that you're doing every day, because that is keeping your mind nice and focused on what you want, on your success, on your goals, on all of these wonderful things that are happening. Now, just like you have recently had some inspiration and some ideas about your work, your creative work, your career, whatever that is, you are now getting some wonderful ideas about the financing of things and the money about it. And that also, you want to make sure that you stay real focused on that, because there's some promise of good resources, financial resources to sort of underwrite all of these efforts that you have. Now, this Wheel of Fortune is talking about how as you do this, as you say yes to your ideas and you really do burst forth into creativity, that the universe underwrites you. This is Jupiter underwriting you and expanding your influence, really expanding your influence. Now, I love this. This is not a typical depiction of the Wheel of Fortune, but I like it today because it's saying you don't have to expand anything. Look at that. You don't have to do anything. You just have to let it happen. You have to let it happen. Now, that's not to say that you don't have to do anything. I mean, you have to do what you want to. You have to do all the things that you're inspired to do in your career, but you don't have to worry about how your sphere of influence expands. It does it all by itself, by you just staying focused on what you love. You don't have to worry about, numbers. You don't have to worry about how many people. You don't have to worry about all that stuff. That's sort of baked into the pie. What you have to do is really keep focusing on turning what your inspiration is into your own activities, into your reality, keeping that attitude nice and high. Really wind yourself up every single day. Get yourself enthusiastic about what you're doing, and really realize that this is, even though, like, say say this wand is representing a new business for computer components. Right? A lot of people would say, well, what's so spiritual about that? A lot is spiritual about that. There's so much spiritual about that. So you keep focusing on that spiritual practice and allow your spiritual practice to inform your enthusiasm about those computer components. And you don't, like I said, you won't have any idea how many people that you touch that make a huge positive difference in the world. Maybe this, for some of you, maybe this is about, writing a story or writing a new novel. You don't know how many people are going to get touched by that. You don't know. Even if it's only one or two people whose lives are completely turned around by that. Isn't that amazing? Not that it's only going to be that, because with this wheel, it looks like that, you're going to really be expanding your sphere of influence. But you don't have to worry about how many people. You just have to worry about the quality of your work. And Jupiter's going to take care of the rest. Maybe for some of you, maybe you're looking for a job. Maybe you've been getting a lead on a new job. I don't know, even or maybe you're a hairdresser, and you're looking for a new place to cut hair. You know what an influence a hairdresser has over people to make the world a better place. Everybody knows that. So it's not just you, it's everybody benefits from whatever it is. But what's important is that you stay excited about it, that you really follow through on all of those inner urgings that you've been having. And all the external urgings, people this Knave of Wands, this Page of Wands sometimes can manifest as people giving you suggestions. If somebody's suggesting, maybe your website should be like this, and you think, wow, yeah, let's do it that way. And then you get all excited about redoing your website, like I just did, just redoing your website. Or maybe it's time for you to change careers altogether, and you're really getting this inspiration that you want to go into a whole new direction. Well, you go for it. You listen to those urgings, and you don't worry about the resources necessarily. Those are coming, but you'll follow those urgings as well. But like I said, Jupiter is going to underwrite your efforts. Your job isn't to make sure that your influence is big. Your job is to make sure that your project is in line with the inspiration, that you're doing your very best at it, and that you keep yourself focused daily on a spiritual practice. And then the expansion of your influence is something that's going to happen for you. Isn't that wonderful? You're doing so great. What a wonderful reading. Yahoo. All right. I'm not here tomorrow because it's our normal day off. And then we're here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm off for almost 3 weeks. So enjoy the few readings while you have them. But we will be back definitely on Tuesday for another reading. Thank you so much to the amazing moderator team. Today we had the lovely Brandy, the lovely Rachel, and the lovely Dre. And we'll see you all on Tuesday. Blessed be.